Hello and happy Thursday. Continuing with our trend of interviewing best practices, we're going to talk about interview no-nos or questions that are illegal to ask during an interview. So the first is anything age-related. Age is considered a protected class, so those over 40 specifically. Even something as simple as maybe the candidate says like, oh, I graduated from NYU, and you're like, yeah, I did too. What year did you graduate? That can be connected with age. So it's best not to go down that route at all. Questions about marital status or, whether or not they have kids. Again, if that is something that the candidate brings up on their own, then they've brought it up on their own, but it's best not to ask additional questions or dig any more into their personal life. Now, if you are concerned that the candidate has kids and there may be childcare issues, you can ask a job-related question. For example, if the job requires you to be in the office from 9 to 5 p.m., you can ask, oh, okay, this job requires you to be in the office from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Are you able to meet that requirement? So again, you're not asking about childcare, you're not asking about kids, you're not asking about marital status, you're asking a job-related question. Additionally, questions about religion, nationality, or disability status are also illegal and prohibited. Now, let's dig in a little bit to disability status, because sometimes this does come up in an interview where the person may be forthcoming and let you know that they have some type of disability. Maybe it's that they can't lift over 40 pounds because they have a back injury, or maybe they have hearing loss. Whatever the case is, your next question is really around whether or not they can perform the essential functions of the job with or without accommodation. Now, that's key, because just because someone says that they can't perform maybe one of the essential functions, then we have to explore potential accommodations to be able to help them. And that's even at the candidate status. So you cannot deny someone employment just because they say they have a disability. So if someone does disclose to you they have a disability, you'd want to go over the essential functions of the position, explore potential reasonable accommodations, and you could ask for a doctor's note that clearly outlines the restrictions, not the disability or diagnosis, but restrictions that may go along with that. And then, again, partner with legal on that because you really want to make sure that you're following all of the steps in the process so that you don't get any potential discrimination claims. Okay, moving on from that. Additionally, questions that are illegal are any questions about sexual orientation, political affiliation, pregnancy, ethnicity, even things like, what language they may or may not speak. Now, again, if that's a requirement of the job that they do speak another language or they're fluent in another language, you can ask about that. Again, one of the requirements of this position is that you are fluent in both English and Spanish. Additionally, in California, there are other characteristics that are protected, such as race, color, sex, gender identity, medical condition, genetic info, ancestry, citizen, and veteran status. Those are all protected characteristics, which basically means that you cannot be making hiring and firing any employment decisions based on those characteristics. And while many people would think, well, that's absurd, I would never base that. That's one of the reasons why you want to steer clear of asking any of these questions so that your decision is not seemingly based on these types of characteristics. Now, as I said before, if a candidate is maybe willingly sharing some of this information or being open about it, that's fine. But again, it's best not to dig any deeper or asking more questions about it, even in a friendly manner. Additionally, in California, questions about salary history or current salary is also illegal to ask. You can always ask what the candidate expects to make or what they want to make, but you can't ask them what they're currently making or what they made in any previous positions. And as a reminder to go along with this law, you also need to be posting the salary or salary range for the position on any posting in California. So hope you found this helpful. And if you like this content, make sure you go to my page or my profile and click the little bell in the upper right corner so that you can be able to get updates as to when I'm posting. And as always, please like, please comment on my posts and let me know what you think. All right. All right, well, that wraps this up. Thank you for watching, and feel free to head over to Instagram and see more of my content at peoplesolutions_123. All right, we'll see you next time.